Church becomes spectacle, right? Something to simply observe, to take in, rather than participation. When you sit there, when one part of the body doesn't exercise its muscles, what happens? It atrophies. Your spiritual life atrophies when you do this. The body as a whole, our spiritual life atrophies when we do this. Even the strength that you once had begins to diminish, and the health of the body as a whole weakens. Think of fractures in our bones. I've only had one of those actually in my life. I was going off a big jump on a snowboard and I smashed my thumb and I had to tape it. I couldn't use my hand for a while it healed. Think of fractures in the body. Church members fall out with one another. And your falling out with another individual is never just about the two people who fall out in the life of the body. It never is. That fracture affects how the entire body is allowed to function. Think of how Paul in 1 Corinthians tells them, don't take one another to court. Yeah, deal with it inside. Why would he do that? Because he knows that if there's this great fracture that takes place, even among these two individuals, the whole body will be harmed. Of course, we could keep going, but if a church is to be the body of Christ, and if the body is to grow so that it builds itself up in love, then each and every part must bring the gifts that it's been given. Paul, both in his ministry of preaching in Troas and in his comfort over his concern for the church in Corinth, both of those things needed Titus, which say without him, they actually couldn't really happen. Titus isn't a take it or leave it figure in these communities or with Paul. And here's what comes out of that. Neither are you. You are not. Each and every one of you are an important member of the body. And without you, it does not grow. It does not function. It does not build itself up properly in love.